Hello Australia, welcome to the return of The Couch for 2024. I hope you can stick around for the next hour. We're in our brand new studio here at Ellenbrook Secondary College, the PAC Performing Arts Centre. It is Media 3. You'll get to know our studio. There it is. That's all the new crew. I'll introduce you to them throughout the weeks that we do the show. Sonia's back as our floor manager. Adrian's back as our director. Brendan and Josh are back in the control room as well. And of course, Barbara looking after our guests. And I will introduce you to all the camera people as well, maybe by the end of the show today. But let me tell you what's on episode 771 of our brand new show, brand new studio. We've got Belinda Cipriano coming in. She's going to tell us what's on Perth, not for the last 7 months, but what's coming up in the next few weeks. Ranger Red is coming in from Red Zoo. We'll talk about what's coming up with his fantastic zoo. Talking entertainment with Alexander Sacosta. Talking music with Demelza Leonard. Later on, we talk 65 roses for cystic fibrosis. We've got Kaz Boyd coming in, and talking movies with Paul Elwyn. New music is what we're after. We'll tell you how you can be part of the show and come in and perform or do whatever you want entertainment wise. We'll give you the details, but today we've got a replay who is of course Bailey Perry. We'll tell you more about her, but that's The Couch, brand new show. 771 starts now.
It's showtime on the couch. Yeah, it's showtime on the couch. You can see it from your house. You can watch it from your house. It's showtime on the couch with Fred and the best in town. Oh, it's showtime on the couch.
Australia, welcome to another season of The Couch. It is our 23rd year coming to you from the Ellenbrook Secondary College. You'll get to know lots about this wonderful place that we're in. We're in a purpose-built studio. It is our studio, and it's so nice to have this first guest on The Couch. Do you realise, Belinda Cipriano, welcome by the way.
Thank you. I am so excited.
You are the first person to sit on that couch in 2024 at Ellenbrook.
This makes me very, 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 very happy. I'm so excited to be here. This is my 5th season, like you said. Yep. It's your 23rd year, Fred.
And we're carrying on the tradition of telling everybody what's coming up in Perth.
Absolutely.
Now, you've got 7 events, haven't you?
I do. Our top 7. Do you want me to start?
Revealed WA Aboriginal Art Market, am I right?
Yes, so that is happening at the Fremantle Arts Centre. I believe it launched last week or the week before, and this is where you can go and purchase original Aboriginal pieces from Aboriginal artists from all over WA. Pretty special, yeah.
Pretty good.
Now the Fremantle Arts Centre is open between 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. up until August 4. It's free entry, and you can go out and check out the exhibition and purchase your very own piece. I think that's pretty special, don't you?
Sounds fantastic. Is this the first time they've run this?
No, they've run it a few years, but
it's
always bigger and better every single year. So I know that the launch was sold out. It was standing room only. You could not get in. I had a friend that went to the launch and she said she waited hours to get through. So go out and do it now.
Are you an Elvis fan? You are now, I guess.
No, I am very much
we all
an
grew
Elvis
up with
fan.
Elvis, you see.
Let me tell you a little bit of a little secret. I was actually going to be Lisa Marie. Now, who is Lisa Marie?
Well, that's obviously the daughter that passed away.
So my name was going to be Lisa Marie.
Really? That was going to be
but my
name
is Belinda Lisa.
Oh, that's probably a good thing too.
Yeah, I was named after Belinda Green, but I was actually going Belinda Green. Do you know who Belinda Green is?
Thank you very much. That's the end of the show now.
Do you know who Belinda Green is?
No.
She was Miss Australia when I was born. So I was named after Belinda Green, but I was actually going to be Lisa Marie.
Do they still do Miss Australia?
I have no idea.
All of those fashion parade thingamajiggies?
I have no idea. But Mum and Dad decided they would, you know.
So Belinda, what's your middle name?
Lisa, after Lisa Marie.
Belinda Lisa. Still sound like Belisa.
Yeah, Belisa, yeah.
Belisa. Tell us about the Elvis musical revolution.
I won't talk about me. I'll talk about Elvis, the
I can hear the director saying, hurry up.
I know, hurry up.
Yep.
That was Blackboard from, what's it called, Mr. Squiggle. Anyway, let's move on. Elvis, a musical... Elvis and Musical Revolution.
You went
is
to this,
playing.
didn't you?
Oh, I went
It
to
was
opening
wonderful.
night. It was incredible. I am a huge Elvis fan, so I absolutely loved it. But even if you're not an Elvis fan, you will love it.
So even if you like ABBA, just go anyway because you'll
and
love
I
it.
always think of you because I'm like, okay, I haven't got an ABBA reference, but I've got an Elvis
Well,
reference here.
close enough.
Yeah, 40 of his greatest hits are featured throughout this musical. They talk about his most pivotal moments during his career and his life. It is incredible. Stellar cast. Beautiful. My favourite was the little boy who played Elvis, and I believe
wow.
there are 3 of them who
Okay.
play him in his younger years. Tickets are $69, but I believe there is a 20% discount happening at the moment. So look out for that one. It is on until June 2, very short season, happening at the Crown Theatre.
Fantastic.
Get yourself tickets if you are a fan or not a fan. Like, you will love it. If you are a music lover, you will absolutely love
And we
it.
want people to go out there, buy their tickets because it is a local event, it's a
Yep.
local show.
Yep.
And is it starting here in Perth, I think, and they're moving all around Australia?
No, I think...
Has it
just
been
can't-
all around
yeah,
Australia?
I
So
think
you're going to
it's-
miss it. You're not going to be able to see it
you
anywhere
won't
else
see
in Australia. So
yeah.
if you're in Melbourne, bad luck. You need to
bad
come
luck.
to Perth.
You snooze, you lose, and so
Thank you.
need to get yourself
And we're not
there.
gaslighting you
no,
about that one.
and thank you, great segue. Gaslight.
Thank you.
So Gaslight is a 1938 psychological thriller. Are you into those sorts of things?
I do like the old Psycho, but this is completely different. I saw a bit of the write-up about this.
Yes.
Very interesting.
Yeah, so it's written by playwright Patrick Hamilton. I've got to get that right. Yes, Patrick Hamilton, and it's a dark story about a husband and wife.
Yep.
Already, we're dark. Husband and wife, where he makes the woman go crazy, which I feel like
Oh,
is
that's pretty normal these days. Watch Nine News every night.
Yeah, to take her money.
Yeah.
So it is a psychological thriller. It's playing at the Regal Theatre in Subiaco until June 9.
Beautiful.
I believe debuts on May 28. Tickets are $59. So if you're into something like that, definitely get your tickets
Bit
before.
of a thriller. Gaslight
Yeah, if
coming
a thriller
to the
is up your
Regal
alley.
Theatre. Now, the
Now-
Portuguese Australian Women's Association, WA, Migrants Day.
Yeah, so they're celebrating Migrants
Beautiful
Day,
people.
and you and I are both
Migrants.
children.
Well, I'm a migrant.
Oh, see, I'm a
I
child.
came here from
Did
3 years
you?
of age, yep.
So there you go. So
From Italy, not
Yeah.
from Portugal,
Yeah.
but very close.
yeah, so we're celebrating all migrants who came over
Beautiful.
here to this beautiful country for a better life. So you'll hear stories of those who came over here and brought their families here to start their lives in Australia.
What are they
It is-
doing?
So it's at the South Fremantle Football Club, which is the home of the Mighty Bulldogs, my favourite waffle team.
Yep.
It is a 3-course meal catered by the guys at Benny's, and we love that. I know what you're going to ask
Do you know
me.
what? I'm thinking food used to be such a big part of my life. Now it's like, oh yeah, I'll just eat a piece
okay.
of cheese and
But
I'm
you get
full.
excited. You get
I still
excited
like
for
to
a
see
festive-
food, and I like
Yeah.
to see the beautiful entertainment,
Yes.
the music.
So we've got a beautiful girl by the name of Catarina Viegas.
Mm-hmm.
She's going to be performing on the night with her daughter Selena. It's
Yep.
a 3-course meal by the boys at Benny's,
Beautiful.
and there will be
Benny's
pastéis de
do
nata.
amazing.
There's
They're a fantastic Italian restaurant in Fremantle.
Fremantle.
Benny's,
They're an
and
institution.
they are fantastic.
Absolute institution.
So
The
how
boys
do we
been
get
going for a
tickets
long
for
time.
that one?
So you can contact Manuela or Cindy. The number should be on your screen right there.
Beautiful.
Tickets will definitely sell out.
Now,
I know that
Disney
for sure.
on Ice.
Yes.
Weren't they here last year or the year before?
Yes, they come
They're
every
back.
year, and it's. I've never been. Have you ever been to Disney on Ice?
No.
Neither have I, but I'm excited to go see them. So they're presenting Road Trip Adventures. Now, Mickey and his friends, Goofy, Donald, Minnie, they're all coming
Wow.
around to take over the RAC Arena. This is a good event for the entire family.
It
Tickets
is.
start as low as $31.50. And they go all the way up to $183 for rink-side tickets. This is a very short season,
Oh, really?
June 6 to June 9. Get your tickets
Is that
quickly.
only 3 days?
3 days.
Oh,
so
wow.
get your tickets quickly, otherwise you will miss out. I'm heading off to see that one. I'm really excited about that one.
What's the WD Ball 2024?
So the WD Ball was formerly the wedding dress ball. So it was a wedding.
okay.
It was a ball where women got to wear their old wedding dresses and turn up and raise money for different charities.
Okay.
It's now known as the WD Ball, and it
Okay.
is raising money to support victims of domestic violence alongside the Centre for
Fantastic
Women's
cause.
Safety and Wellbeing.
It's a shame we have to do this
Yeah.
to raise money for any sort of violence, but
Exactly.
especially against women. But I think
Super
it's
topical.
a wonderful cause and they're doing a great
Yeah,
job.
and it's so important to support this. This is being held at it is the Langley, the Novotel Langley.
Beautiful
It is
hotel.
$159 with proceeds going to these centres. So super important. 4 hours of food and drink and entertainment. Go along to this, support it. Really, really important.
Fantastic. Let's quickly look at the Variety Winter Ball, July 19th.
Yeah, July 19th. So the WD Ball was July 13. I failed
So
to
a
mention
week
that. So
later.
July 19 is the Variety Winter Ball. Now, they had a hiatus during the whole pandemic, and they're back. They used to hold the ball in summer, and now they're doing it in winter for a winter
idea.
magical winter wonderland. So they're going to transform it into a wonderland, and they're inviting guests to go and enjoy themselves, enjoy the food, the wine. It's a little bit pricier, this one. This one's at $350, but it does go to
But it's
Variety.
a great Variety
So,
Club.
very important charity
Fantastic
again.
children's charity. They do an
Absolutely.
amazing
They've
job.
done so many things for sick children across Australia. So go ahead and support that one. That one's happening at the PCEC July 19,
right.
$350, always supporting a good
Belinda,
cause.
you are wonderful. What's your website if people want to get a hold of you?
BelindaCipriano.com. That's
Look
me.
at that. Is that the right one? Yes, it is.
That
We've
is
got
me.
it right.
That is me.
Hey, Belinda, just before we go to our Bailey Perry song,
Yeah.
can you do a bit of an Elvis song with me? Which one?
I
Pick
can.
one.
Which one?
Let's throw on one. Return to sender. This studio unknown, no such
number,
no such soul. There you go, Belinda Cipriano. Thank you very much for being with us. We'll see you in a few weeks' time with
Excited.
another fantastic What's on
Absolutely.
Perth. Bailey Perry's coming up with a love song of her own. Here she is. It's called a replay because we're reheating it just for you. Here it is.
Tell me, love song, love song. Tell me why every song I hear's a love song, and where's the realism in rom-coms, I just don't get it. And why does TV always make finding love so easy? Showing the perfect match, we always find each other. Why is flying solo such a crime? They make our dating as a waste of time. If it was like the movies, why haven't I found the one? Running in circles, seeming so desperate, adding almost every guy on the internet. Why do I need to be dependent on someone else? Tell me why every song I hear's a love song, and where's the realism in rom-coms, I just don't get it. And why does TV always make finding love so easy? Showing the perfect match, we'll always find each other. Maybe I hate them and I'll learn to love them. Maybe they own an entire kingdom. I might have to teach them how to be good, or they may not even be human. Maybe they've written a song about me, talking about how we'll live happily. Or am I just dreaming? Tell me why every song I hear's a love song, and where's the realism in rom-coms, I just don't get it. And why does TV always make finding love so easy? Showing the perfect match, we'll always find each other. Tell me why every song I hear's a love song, and where's the realism in rom-coms, I just don't get it. And why does TV always make finding love so easy? Showing the perfect match, we'll always find each other. Tell me. Love song.
Thank you very much to Bailey Perry. She's one of the great singers we had last year on the couch. Now, you're wondering why we're using last year's. It's because we've got a brand new studio, brand new performing arts centre downstairs here. We're going to be recording a whole heap of people in the next couple of months. We're going to be doing every couple of months 2 days of recordings. We'd love to get you involved. If you want to be a music act or an entertainment act on the show, it's your chance now to get in touch. All you need to do is go to our website, which is thecouch.com.au. That's thecouch.com.au, and contact us. Tell us what your act is. If you sing, tell us, give us a link. And if you're an entertainment act, if you're a comedian, we'll take all fantastic acts from this wonderful state, and we'll bring you on the couch. So get in touch with us, and we'll get you back on the couch very, very soon as well as an entertainment act. Time now to introduce our next guest. He is, of course, Ranger Red from Red Zoo. With him is our very special presenter who's been gone for 7 months, seems like forever. She's been to India, she's been to everywhere around the world. She's back with us here on the couch. Welcome, Denisha Seth, over to you.
Thank you so much, Fred. It's so great to be back, and the crew have done a great job with the studio. It looks fantastic.
Thank you.
And Ranger Red, great to see you again. You've been busy as well.
I have, and it's great catching up with you, Nisha, and all the crew and Fred here in the studio, and the studio looks amazing.
Yeah, and you've been so super busy. You have a charity organisation now, which is not easy to put together.
We do. And you would have realised last year I spoke about it a couple of times, but before we could legally operate, we needed an ACNC, which was approved 3 months ago. So if any of your audience members are at one of the shopping centres where our crew is with some of the critters and our display boxes, you know we're a legitimate charity.
Yeah, we've seen quite a few of your critters on the show over the years.
Yes, yeah. So there's a few different parts to the charity. One of our parts is our planting of 20,000 trees a year. And those trees are to obviously put carbon back into the soil and give us oxygen, but they also help with the feeding of our koala colony. There's also plants that feed our birds and our other marsupials and that. And we're really lucky to have 3 different properties that we'll be planting out at. So Seawise, which is a mulch making company, has
That's
come on
Carbon
board.
Wise?
Yes, right, yep. And they actually support some disability services. And then Alcoa have also come on board with
Fantastic.
2 5-acre plots for us.
That's brilliant. So you've created like a sustainable ecosystem there.
Yes, yep. So the trees we'll plant for the koalas are obviously eucalyptus trees, but we're going to work with some of the ones that are native to our area. So red gums and river gums are ones that are native to Western Australia, but also a favourite of our koalas. Things like woolly bush, which is a favourite amongst the marsupials, and then a lot of native grevillea species that our possums and gliders need.
Fantastic. And on top of this news as well, there's going to be many benefits. So you're also going to engage with special needs?
Yes. We've already got a couple of special needs people working with us, and they work in our mice and rat breeding room, where we grow mice and rats out for both the zoo use and wildlife carers that are doing rehab work.
And also there's another announcement that I'm so excited about, but I'm going to let you announce it because it's yours.
So all your audience members are getting a week before the general public will. Next weekend in Western Australia, the ASZK, which is the Australasian Society of Zookeepers, are holding a conference here at Perth Zoo. Apparently they're expecting one of the largest turnouts, because obviously sometimes until conferences are held in Perth, it's very hard for West Australians to get to. We'll also have a large international contingency and an interstate contingency, and I'll be delivering a talk on the Sunday morning, which will be an exploration through visual and talking of the new zoo that we're going to be building down at Preston Beach.
Fantastic. So you heard it here first. New zoo in Preston Beach being supported by the state government as well, which is fantastic.
Yeah, we've been really lucky to have the state government support us, and we've now got a letter of engagement, so we actually know that we're moving forward with it. Unfortunately, it will probably take a couple of years because Rome wasn't built in a day.
Okay, so Red Zoo will still be operating for a little while longer?
We'll probably still be at our current site even after the new one opens, while there's a transitional period. So we'll still be at our current location for a while yet.
Excellent. And you've also been engaging with some new partners as well.
Yes, yeah. And when we know more about that, I'm sure we'll have one of those as a guest on the show with us.
Excellent. So much happening over the next few months. What can people look forward to in terms of your next segment? Because I know this conference, which Fred's just been holding up there, so we can maybe that will be happening in a couple of weeks. So there might be a bit that comes out of that.
Yeah. Hopefully, I'll have some feedback about what movements are going on with the new zoo and that, and some of the new critters that we have migrating over to Western Australia very soon.
So let's quickly chat about the critters, because I know Fred's excited about this. I can see him smiling. How are all the little critters going at the zoo?
They're going really good.
Come on, Red, tell us what's new. What's a new one that you've got?
One of the reasons why we need so many new eucalyptus trees is our male koala, who has been a bachelor for a year since we've had him. We have been able to acquire a lady friend for him, a female koala, and obviously, obviously she'll be coming over from Queensland. Probably in about a month's time, only because we've got a bit going on, and. Yeah, as I said, busy with the conference.
Tell us about some of the wonderful animals you've already got there. For those people who've just switched on, because we're at Ellenbrook now, they will watch the show from now on. What have you got at Red Zoo? What sort of animals?
We have quokkas, we have tiger quolls, we have kangaroos, we have wombats, we have koalas.
Tasmanian devils?
No, our Tasmanian devils have done a relocation. They've They've been moved on to Caversham Wildlife Park. One, because we're limited on space, and with the quokka, we want to go beyond just having one on display. We want to start proactively as a West Australian zoo, working with a West Australian species, so they needed their space.
Red, tell us quickly about the schools and the kids can come out and do some zookeeper for the day. How does that all work, and how do the school excursions work?
So it's interesting you bring up the school thing, because one of the things that our charity does support is if you're a teacher or an EA at a school that is classed as lower socioeconomic, and you think you might be able to afford what it would cost to have an Australian wildlife display come to visit your school, please get in contact with us at red.com.au.
On the screen right now, we'll put up the website. I think
and let us know about your school situation, because our charitable organisation may be able to make it possible for our mobile zoo team to come visit you.
Hey Red, it's always a pleasure. We're going to see you throughout the rest of this year. And I love your new blue shirt. You tried to get away with the fashion statement. Remember, you used to have the khaki colour? Is blue supposed to be like the Labor blue? Sort of like Labor blue. He just needs a red hat now and he'll be perfect. Hey Rita, have a look. You know we're in the Treasurer's electorate here, don't you, Rita?
I do.
Just don't hog her for yourself, because she's all mine. Thank you very much to Rezi. Thank you to Nisha as well. And if you want more information about that, Nisha would normally say go to thecouch.com.au. That's thecouch.com.au, and we'll have all the details there for Red Zoo as well. Thanks to Nisha. Thank you to Red. We're going to take a break on the couch. Coming up after the couch, oh yes, very interesting. Talking music with Demelza and entertainment with Alexander coming up after the break. You're watching the first episode back from Ellenbrook College. We'll see you after this. Welcome back to The Couch, coming to you from our brand new home here at the Ellenbrook Secondary College in Ellenbrook here in WA. It's in eastern suburbs. It's a wonderful, only about 5 minutes from home where I live in Brabham. A wonderful, wonderful place. We'll show you the building in the next few weeks as well. But now, let's get on with the show. It is episode 771 of The Couch all around Australia. Let's welcome Demelza Leonard. She's talking music. Welcome back.
Thanks for having me back.
Nice to have you back. Did I read somewhere in the notes there's a little bit of avenues? Oh,
I thought I'd surprise you. New studio, avenues.
Oh,
you
it
know.
is so great.
Like,
and I really know nothing about that SMS you got saying bring in some avenues.
No, nothing at all.
But Spiderbait is one of your favourite bands. What's happening with them?
I wouldn't say favourite, but definitely wouldn't mind them. So Black Betty turns 20 years this year.
20 years?
20 years.
Were they the original singers of that song? No. I didn't think
So
that
they did the cover of Black Betty, and then they've also, with Spiderbait, they also came out in the 90s, so they had Calypso, which was absolutely massive in the 90s. So yeah, so they've been around for a little while.
I would say Black Betty's probably one of their most popular songs.
Black Betty is, yeah, without a doubt, because it also got picked up in the US as well, and it did really well over there. So they're hitting the road this August in celebration of that 20th anniversary. They've got a national tour. You can see the dates on the screen right now. They start in Brisbane. They head to Perth on the Saturday, the 14th of September at Astor Theatre, which seems to be the venue for all the nostalgic
It is
events at the moment.
I like the word nostalgia, not old. But look, it's a great venue. It used to be an old cinema, obviously.
Yeah.
And they've turned it into a stage now. You've got all the comedians come out there, all the great bands come out there. I think 1927 was there.
Black Box, Entrance, and Technotronic
So
was
if
there
you've been
just
a music
recently.
act before, that's where you'll come back.
That's
it's a great
that's where
venue
you
in
will.
Melbourne.
So tickets go on sale Wednesday for that one to the public.
Snoop Dogg.
Snoop Dogg. Now, I don't think there's anything left for Snoop Dogg to do. He's pretty much done everything. Wouldn't surprise me if we see him commentating the Olympics.
Unfortunately, yes.
Because he did a fantastic job last time. It was hilarious. So he has announced that he will be one of the judges on The Voice US. So he'll be joining Reba McEntire, Gwen Stefani, Michael Bublé as well. And it's on the back of the Dog Pound album, which he has dropped, or is about to drop rather, which is brand new music for him.
Is he a little bit
well.
controversial? Because he'd be great for the ratings, won't he?
Look, I don't think he's controversial. I just think he has the ability to just be quite comical. And I think that he kind of brings that hood element to it. And I wouldn't surprise me if he goes in the same line of... have you seen the video of him commentating the Equestrian? Very similar in style with that. He almost plays a bit doughy as well, and I think people resonate with that.
So we're going to see him on The Voice on all those streaming devices and Foxtel, I guess. Hey, Gambino has been in the news.
Yes,
What's happening
Childish Gambino is heading back to Australia. First time since he headlined Splendour in the Grass in 2019.
Amazing singer.
Love Redbone is one of my absolute all-time favourite songs. So he will be heading RAC Arena on Tuesday, February 11 next year. So it is part of his headline tour. He's another one that's released as an album, Atta Vista, which apparently is a rework of his Childish Gambino 3-15-20 album that he released a couple of years back as well. So tickets for that one do go on sale this week.
Now you need to be getting quick because they'll probably sell out.
For Childish Gambino at RAC, yeah.
And this is the way, 6 months out, but you need to get your tickets early. Now, over the page, ABBA.
Look,
have we got time
am I
to
your
do ABBA? I don't want to take up
now?
Can I just say, you always were better than Belinda. I know she's left. You're so much better than Belinda. She only sings Elvis songs these days, and not very well, can I just say.
The controversy right now.
I know. She's probably right around the corner waiting to bop me. Hey, what's happening with ABBA? What news have you got for us?
So
ABBA
has an upcoming documentary that is going to be focusing on their love, the life, everything that is quintessentially ABBA, but it's also going to follow how they tried to become successful on the back of Eurovision. So they won Eurovision, people still saw them as relatively cheesy, and how they actually broke into becoming the massive 70s
Isn't it
band
amazing, their
that they
style
were.
of music, the pop music, and the way that they sing, and it can be so popular in 2024. The Voyage album that they had was a hit.
Yeah.
Even though I only liked 3 of their songs, and usually with an ABBA album, and I'm a diehard fan, I used to love 12 of the 12 songs. Now I only liked 3 of their songs, and yet the album sold squillions.
I think also you look at something like TikTok and how that's bringing old songs to a new market.
And they've adapted.
They have adapted.
I follow Bjorn. Obviously, he's the guitarist. He was married to Agnetha, and he's on internet all the time. He's on all the modern TikToks and all the Instagram and Facebook, and he really promotes ABBA as if they're a brand new band, and he does it very well. And they're probably one of the only bands that I can say that have been incredibly successful after they finished more
They've
than
been
they were
able
before.
to spend, and I mean, look, they've had so many resurgences, especially with all the movies. You know, Muriel's Wedding, that like the 90s. There was a huge 70s.
So when can we
resurgence.
expect this doco so I can write it in
It
my...
won't be too far off. I think if the trailers have come out, expect an announcement date probably within the next couple of months, if not sooner.
And did we have an ABBA song or we already played it? No, we already
I think
have.
you missed
Oh,
out.
well, it's a shame, isn't it?
No,
I had a dream,
no
but it just
karaoke
never
for,
happened.
for
Hey,
on that
let's
one.
have a look at the ARIA top 3
Yes,
for this week, eh?
3 brand new songs to kick us off for
Are they good?
the year. At number 3, it is a bar song, Tipsy by Shabuzi.
Yeah, you like this one?
At number 2, it's $1 Million Baby, Tommy Richmond. I don't mind either of those
He's
ones.
got to invest in his footage, but...
And this one I'm absolutely
Oh.
loving. Espresso, Sabrina Carpenter, who was the support for Taylor Swift over East when she came around.
Wow, actually, she's on her own, doing well. And
She's
was
doing
what,
very
number
well.
1?
Number 1, Espresso. To be honest,
Well
it's a very
done.
catchy track, so I can see the mainstream pop appeal of it.
Fantastic. Demelza will be back in a couple of weeks with Pop Culture. We'll try something a little bit different. Anything happening with you? Anything different? I know you've moved jobs, DL
lots-
Social's gone.
Yes,
And you're now
yes.
working for a brand new...
I
Do you want to
am.
give them a plug?
Market Creations Agency.
Now, if you want to sell your products the best way ever, Market Creations
Agency.
Agency, there you go.
Yep, 28 years, full line service.
Well
of
done, and
marketing.
you're still only 12.
Yeah.
She's doing wonderfully. Hey, look, it's great to have you back. It's always a
Thank
pleasure, and
you.
thank you for being here today.
Thanks for
And we'll
having
talk
me.
to you in a couple of weeks with some pop culture.
Absolutely.
Now, something else that's coming up is, of course, let me read it properly, Bowel Cancer Awareness Month. It is, of course, in June. If you missed the details, here's a bit of a promo.
Bowel cancer is Australia's second biggest cancer killer. It often develops without any warning signs, and the number of Australians affected continues to rise. Bowel Cancer Australia needs your help to continue saving lives through prevention and early detection. Supporting people with bowel cancer and funding research to benefit all of us. June is Bowel Cancer Awareness Month. Please donate today at bowelcanceraustralia.org.
Thank you very much. As that voiceover said, it is June, the month for bowel cancer awareness. Please get on board, support them if you can. Around Australia, there'll be events, and also you can donate money as well. They do a great job. All right, somebody else who does a great job is Alexander Sakosta. He's always working. I see him at all the events around Perth, and today he's talking our very own entertainment segment.
I love it, Fred.
Welcome
I love
back.
the new studio. It's beautiful.
It is great,
And
isn't it?
how all the time has passed and we look exactly the same. It's wonderful.
Some of us do. Of course, Demelza's looking a lot younger than us.
Yeah,
I want to know the
Demelza, Belinda.
secret of her youth.
What is going on with these presenters, Fred?
I don't
I want
know.
answers,
I
is what I
don't know.
want. I'm thinking lamb placenta.
I think Belinda, it's because she doesn't do enough ABBA. I think Demelza, because she's got into ABBA now.
So the secret is
Finally,
the
she's taken my
Scandinavian
voice.
music.
Yes, I think it is.
I
think
see,
it is.
I see. Well, speaking of music,
Yeah.
actually, I went and saw Elvis, a musical revolution.
Baby, let me be.
Yes, there was showing at the Crown now in
Mm-hmm.
Perth, a limited season. So if you want to go, make sure to get your tickets now. There we all are. Look at us looking all fancy now, Elvis-inspired outfits there.
You all look great. How was the show? Because you went and watched it. Was it great?
It was fantastic.
Belinda
Fred.
said it was a wonderful
Like
night.
the songs were integrated throughout. Like the lead guy, Rob Mallet, he nailed Elvis's
They
voice.
weren't a local group, were they?
No, but they're Australian.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
Rob actually studied at Whopper, but he's actually
Oh,
from
right.
Tasmania.
He's Perth enough.
Yeah, he's Perth enough. If you've gone
Yeah.
to Whopper, we'll claim you now.
Correct.
He was fantastic as
Yep.
Elvis. Really great singer. The voice was spot on.
How
like you
long
close
was
your
the
eyes.
show?
It was, I think, about 2.5
bad.
hours. Yeah, a standard musical style. Like, it's a jukebox musical, so the songs kind of come in and out in a very concert style with dance in and all of that. So,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, it was a really entertaining show, and I would rank it. If you're a fan of Elvis,
Yep.
you've got to go see it.
And
You've got to go
showing
see it.
until the 2nd of June.
2nd
so you've
of
only
June.
got a few more days left of the show. Please support
Yes.
it because we love a lot of local shows. A lot of big shows are coming to Perth, and it's wonderful that
100%.
that's happening. All right, let's go to our next one. What's a star-studded red carpet event that's coming
Well,
up?
the Met Gala every year has become the most prestigious event. When it was created, Anna Wintour, who, as we know, is the editor-in-chief
Yeah.
of Vogue magazine, she wanted it to be bigger than the Oscars, and she has achieved that. All eyes go on the Met when it happens, and I've curated for you.
You've
Fred,
got me the best. The
3
list-
looks. So we've got
All
some
right.
looks here, as you can
Yeah.
see on the screen there.
What have we got?
Basically, the theme was a reinterpretation of Sleeping Beauty's reawakening fashion. So we've got Cardi B there. You know,
Yeah, lovely.
remember when I told you? Oh, remember?
Beautiful. Look at that dress.
Yeah, look at that. And
What a
like-
waste of material. eh?
Oh no, it's all about you've got to go big when you go Met. You can't go
Okay.
small. And then we've got Lana Del Rey. Not mucking around, Lana Del Rey.
That's different.
Different, right? But you need to.
Almost looks like there should be a coffin around her.
Well, actually, that's quite appropriate for her brand, really, when you think about
Thank you,
it.
it's dead.
Gigi Hadid as well.
Yeah, or that one there. Yeah, not bad.
What do you think?
Certainly.
Sleeping Beauty vibes?
Yeah, look, I don't think the designers are as good as they used to be, but then I've been out of it for 7 months.
Fred,
with
that's
show
the highest level of
I've probably
fashion.
missed all the fashion.
Well,
happenings.
basically, the whole thing, a lot of people don't realise it's actually a charity. It's to raise money for the Costume
And
Institute.
that is the most important thing. If you're
Yes.
raising money for charity, they look wonderful. Get involved. Be part of it.
Oh, and you can't just buy a ticket. You have to buy a ticket and then get invited by Anna Wintour. She accepts each individual person and approves outfits as well. So it's a very curated, controlled situation.
I noticed they didn't get you to model.
So weird, Fred.
I think you would dress
Every
better than
year,
all three of
I was like,
those.
"Where's my invite?"
Yeah,
Anna,
you just-
I'd love to be invited.
Just
Thank you.
crash the party next year.
Yeah, that'll work.
Hey, what's happening with Kate Hudson? She's
Kate
45
Hudson.
now, I believe.
Yes, and so Kate Hudson, a very successful actress.
Yeah.
I mean, everyone knows her from How to Lose a Guy in 10 Days. And she has made this album now
Mm-hmm.
because deep down she said that she's actually been really a singer the whole time.
So that was her first love.
Her first love is music, apparently. And it's always so interesting that this comes out as you're about to release an album. Suddenly,
As you turn 45.
yeah, as you're very far, it's like, I was never actually that interested in acting. I actually am a singer.
Is
And
she
the
a
album's
good
called
singer?
Glorious.
Is she good?
It's so
That's
hard
her
with an
there.
actress, right? Because you see them in such a... It's kind of like when Lady Gaga moved from music to movies, but she said she always wanted to be an actor.
Actors are never seen as great singers. You never
No.
see them in that reality. I mean, look, Kylie Minogue. Do you remember when she first left Neighbours? You
Yes.
probably don't, but I do. Nobody sort of took her seriously.
No.
And now we all think she's wonderful.
What, no-
She's Australian. We claim them. Jason Donovan, no, not much happened with him, unfortunately. He never really got that. But yeah, it doesn't quite work. But do you know what I mean?
I
No one
do.
takes them serious until they disappear from the acting. And I guess Kate Hudson's probably saying, I'm 45. I'm probably going to go quiet with my movies.
Yeah.
Maybe go into music.
It's interesting because it's from a career perspective. It's now once you've made your money, I guess you can really do whatever you want. Like
And
Justin
it-
Timberlake went into acting.
Well,
like,
will she do a duet with Dolly Parton, and that will be the end of her
wow,
career.
worked for Miley Cyrus.
That's what I mean.
You come right back around, Fred. That's
I
how it
reckon.
works in this industry.
What else have we got?
All right, moving on. Baby Reindeer. Did you watch this show?
Do I have to say yes, and then will I admit to something?
Well, if you didn't, it's one of the most popular shows currently. Everyone is talking about it. So the woman in the show who, the real life Martha.
Yeah.
So this is Netflix's most popular show at the moment. It's about kind of stalking.
I
He's a
saw
comedian
all
who gets
about
stalked.
this.
And it's not based on a true story. They've very much claimed it as a true story.
But
'cause
she's come out and sort of
Yeah,
attacked
so-
the
yeah.
guy that was stalking her.
She was interviewed
allegedly.
by Piers Morgan.
I saw that.
And she came right all guns blazing,
do you
denying
think that she's
everything.
credible? Do you think
It's
she's
so
credible?
hard because I don't know why. If you wanted to be seen as credible, would you really go on Piers Morgan? Like
No,
maybe he's the only
no.
one who rang.
Well, there she is there on
There
that
she's been
interview.
interviewed, and she's come out again saying that how she was presented on the show is Piers didn't
Hmm.
pay her. She wants $1 million paid to her, but she says that her image has been exploited.
She scares me because I don't know what it is about her, and I'm not
The
doubting.
optics, Fred. It didn't. I don't think it did what she was hoping it would do to make her appear less than the character.
Hmm. So what's the story for those people who haven't caught
So
it? What, she was
basically,
having an
he
affair?
has claimed allegedly
Yeah.
that she was stalking him, sending thousands of emails.
Now,
text
she was the
messages,
older
turning up.
woman loving the
Yes.
younger guy.
Yeah, turning up at his comedy gigs, outside when he was on the bus,
Hmm.
like just basically, essentially stalking him is what she's claiming. And he's got the receipts as well. But he said that wasn't his intention for people to find her. But the internet, we go into our stealth mode and go and find these people. And now she's been brought to the forefront because she
Yeah.
started saying, well, he's made a lot of money off this. Why aren't I?
Exactly. Yeah, I don't know. Judge her for yourself. Make your own opinions. I just thought she would look very scary on that interview with Piers Morgan.
Yes.
Who knows? Rebel Wilson. Is she being scary?
No, her book was released, her memoir, Rebel Rising, which has caused a host of kind of claims that have come out against Sacha Baron Cohen,
She's
for
attacking
example.
everybody at the moment, isn't
whenever
she?
you've got a book that comes out, you start dropping all these little tidbits for everyone.
I don't know what's happened with her. I used to like her.
Well, she's not really acting as much anymore. It's very much promoting the book
It's
at the
real.
moment. She claims that the role that Melissa McCarthy played in Bridesmaid was originally going to be her role, but Melissa McCarthy knew the director, and that's why she got it. So, but that movie
remember
still
this
made her.
It's quite a funny
Oh, it's a
bit of
funny movie.
It was
And
funny.
that was Rebel Wilson's breakout role, because from that movie, she said she booked 5 movies,
And
including
see,
the
I
Pitch
like
Perfect
Melissa
ones.
when she was a bit bigger. If that was just my like. I think now that she's lost a lot of weight, her humour's not as funny for some reason.
Hollywood,
I mean,
they
look, big
typecast
people
you.
doing skinny people things always makes people laugh. But look, she's a great actress. I won't take that away from her.
No.
But Rebel Wilson, I don't know, in the last couple of years
Very
since
much
she's
has
come out and had a
shifted
new
her
relationship.
image.
She's become a bit nasty. She's quite happy to attack people and say what she thinks.
It always happens once the memoir comes out. Suddenly you hated everyone.
Is that it?
Yeah, so wait for my memoir.
Thank you very much. And you wait for your fashion statement as well. That's Alexander Sacosta. If you want to book him or be part of what he does, what's your website?
AlexanderSacosta.com, Fred. And
Thank you.
always remember, the higher the hair, the closer to God.
Thank you very much. I'll know that. I'll just lift my chair a bit higher. We'll take a break. More of The Couch coming up from Ellenbrook Secondary College right after this. See you then. Welcome back to The Couch, coming to you from our brand new studio here at Ellenbrook Secondary College in Ellenbrook, in the eastern suburbs of Western Australia and Perth. Hope you're enjoying the program, whether you're in Melbourne, Sydney, Adelaide, Perth, Tasmania, Hobart. Oh, that's the same place, by the way, if you're in Tasmania. Hobart's the capital there. And, of course, the Alice Springs and, of course, Darwin, Northern Territory, Broome. If I've missed you, send it in to me and I'll make sure we get you in next week. Thank you to people in Adelaide as well, and thank you to C31 and C44. C31 Melbourne, C44 in Adelaide. And Foxtel. Now, you're wondering why I'm holding this rose. The only Italian song I know about roses is Rose, rose per te. That's it. We're talking 65 roses. Let me talk no further. Nisha's back with us with Kaz Boyd. Over to you.
Thank you so much, Fred. And yes, Kaz Boyd is a friend of The Couch. Welcome back.
Thanks, Nish. Thanks, Fred. Thank you so much for having me again.
So the third year in a row you've come on to talk to us about 65 Roses Day, which is a fantastic opportunity for us to raise funds for cystic fibrosis.
That's right.
And a lot of people are affected by cystic fibrosis. But let's start with what is cystic fibrosis?
So cystic fibrosis is a genetic disease. It basically affects the lungs, mainly the lungs, and in different people it will affect the pancreas, liver as well. So it's a multi-organ disease.
Yeah, and it's wonderful that you're so open with us on the show last year. For those that didn't watch, you did talk to us about your personal journey, which is very helpful. Do you mind just talking us through that again?
Yeah, sure. So I was born in 1967 and diagnosed with CF in 1971 at the age of 4. Back then, life expectancy for people living with CF was, my parents were told that I would, die when I was 10. Then I made it to 10 and it got on 13 and 16. And finally, at the age of 27, I had to undergo a bilateral lung transplant because that was my only hope of survival. Wow. And in November, it'll be 30 years since I had that transplant.
Oh, we're all so glad that you're here with us.
Thank you. Yeah. Thank you.
So I can imagine that process, both psychologically and physically, was very taxing, yeah?
Oh, definitely. Yeah. Definitely. Like at 27, you don't expect to be fighting for your life, No. You expect to be out there working, living like everybody else.
Absolutely. And now being a part of 65 Roses Day, you're helping raise the funds for people and their families, because it's a big effort, isn't it, when you have to go through something like this?
It is. Cost of medication, nebulizers, gym equipment to keep the lungs active and healthy. And not only that, it's just, added stress on families, crisis support, mental health. It's quite a huge. Yeah.
And the statistics, over 400 Western Australian families I just read. So it's impactful, so really important. And 65 Roses Day, this is a positive, proactive campaign. Tell us about what you can do to get involved and actually support.
So we, on Friday, this coming Friday, the 24th, is our National Campaign Day. So we will be in different places selling roses. There's 8 Bunnings stores this year that are going to have our roses. We'll be in the city. We'll be all around.
Fantastic.
So you can just
Bunnings, an Australian institution.
I
Great
know.
that they're on board.
Absolutely.
You can go and get a hot dog, hopefully, now COVID's over as well.
A rose and a hot dog.
Rose and a hot dog. Ooh. Very nice. I do like both. And it's amazing what roses do. You saw Fred break into song earlier, so that was very sweet. So for those that might not be able to physically go and purchase a rose, what's another platform they can go onto?
So we have our virtual rose, which we started in 2020 due to the pandemic. So you can get online at redrose.com.au day.org.au.
Okay, and we'll have that coming up there on the screen.
And purchase your rose. You can purchase a rose from as little as $1 to as much as you like. And you can dedicate that rose to somebody. My name's Kaz. If you'd like to dedicate a rose to me, feel free.
Yes, lovely.
And you can just purchase it just for the CF community as a whole.
Lovely, and we've just seen the footage come up there. In terms of the wall, what does it look like by the end of the
It is
campaign?
stunning.
Yeah.
It is stunning. It's not just red roses. There's yellow and white and orange. It's just absolutely stunning.
That's perfect. That's like the different emoticon hearts, right? Different
right,
colours, so you don't just have
yeah.
to choose the red. If it's not a romantic red, you could do, what is the yellow one? It's a friendship. Love. Yeah,
Friendship,
so
yeah.
can choose different ones. Now, you've been involved for a number of years. What's special about this campaign, keeping on going and raising, I think it's 130,000 you're trying to raise this year.
That's right. That's what we're trying
why
to
do we
raise.
need to do that?
Just basically for to support the community and for research. Research is very important for cystic fibrosis. We've got modulators at the moment, and we're getting that step closer to a cure. And it'd just be wonderful if you're born with CF to just be able to know that you can go and live a healthy, normal life like everybody else.
Kaz, thank you so much for coming on the couch year after year and also talking through your personal story, because that's not always easy, and I'm sure you're giving a lot of people hope out there as well in terms of their own journeys. Where can people find out more about the campaign?
They can go to Cystic Fibrosis WA, go to the website, and that will tell you where the spots are to purchase your rose on Friday, how to buy a virtual rose, and just if you'd like to support Cystic Fibrosis WA, there's lots of links there too.
Wonderful, and you've got some beautiful roses,
I
your
do, I've
earrings
got my
there
wrist
as well.
and
So that's
my little
and a necklace as well. Oh
a
no, a
little
little bead.
badge, yeah.
Excellent. Yeah, we don't like necklaces on the show.
No.
They affect our sound equipment. I've been
That's
told.
right.
But Kaz, thank you so much. It's always a pleasure. We look forward to having you on the couch more and more. If you've missed any of that at all, you can go to thecouch.com.au. I know that the cost of living is tough on all of us now, but really important if you can. Every little bit helps as well. So thank you so much for all the work you do.
Thanks, Nish. Thanks, Fred. It's a pleasure. Thank you.
Pleasure. Back to you, Fred.
Thank you very much, Nisha. Thank you to Kaz. Kaz, I didn't realise you were born on the same year as me, 1967.
Oh, what a wonderful year
I thought
that was.
you looked as young, as hot as me.
Oh, absolutely. Well, not quite as hot as you, but
Well, you are right, but you look. We're like a mirror. We
are.
Hey, fantastic that you come on every year. We love having you here.
Oh, thank you.
We love this fantastic event. I was going to give you the website actually, because you can actually go to the cfwa.org.au. Have we got that website in the control room? www.cfwa.org.au. We'd love you to go there as well. If you get lost and you don't know where to, you can find all the details on there as well. Hey, Kaz, thank you very much. We'll see you again next year.
Look forward to it.
And we'll see you at the other side of this break. Thank you very much. Paul Elwin's Talking Movies. We've got some giveaways as well, thanks to Studio Canal, a brand new Australian movie. We'll do that after this.
Connect with The Couch online through Facebook, Instagram and YouTube.
Welcome back to The Couch, our first show back for 2024. I hope you're enjoying the program. If you want to be part of the show, at any time you can write to us with any feedback or any suggestions. If you want to be a guest on the show, a sponsor, a music act, it is, of course, thecouch.com.au. That's our website, and we'd love you to be part of it. And thank you to the Ellenbrook Secondary College as well for welcoming us all here to the fantastic studio we're in today. And we're going to introduce the crew next week. I think we might spend some time introducing the crew, but thank you very much to all our fantastic crew today. I don't know if we can get them on a wide shot, but Wave, we've got Lucas, we've got I'll go on that side again, we've got Adam, Char, and of course we've got Harrison and Colby. He thought I forgot the name. I nearly did. And Sonia, of course, is there too. So I said Lucas already from the other end. But Lucas, thank you, Sonia. And we haven't got a shot of our control room, but we've got Josh, Riley, Lily, and Brendan and Adrian, of course, our director. And, of course, looking after the guest today is Tess and Hayley. And thank you very much. Now, let me welcome Paul Elwin. Paul, welcome back.
Hey, this is great. I love it. I love the new place.
It looks great, doesn't it?
Phenomenal.
It's nice to have
Fantastic.
our own home after 23 years.
It's a good feeling, yeah.
It's
No, I
nice
love it.
not
It's
having to
great.
pack it up either. I
Oh
remember
yeah,
the
you can
days
set
we
and
used to
forget now, isn't it?
I know,
It's good.
if
yeah.
you remember the early days, we used to have to pack it up, set it up.
Oh man,
So it's nice.
No, this is good and cozy. I love it. Yeah, thank you.
Welcome back. You're talking movies.
Yeah, there's so much good stuff at
Yep.
the moment. A bit of action movies, and we're coming up to the sort of pointy end of the year where we've got the animation giants are coming in.
The adult kids ones.
Yeah, for adults and kids and everybody to enjoy. But we have a bit of action, and right at the end of our list today, we have some horror as well. You know, got to keep scared. There's always got to be some horror movies throughout the year.
I tell you
it's
what,
always
and
inevitable.
that particular horror movie, the greatest thing about it is it was made in Sydney, believe it or
Yeah,
not,
yeah, Aussie
with the
production.
American look. It looks amazing.
Yeah, it's got that. It's just got that vibe and the appearance of those fun, like sinister, Conjuring, the kind of those American sort of horror films that you go, I want to
I agree.
get into
And
this. It's
stick
good.
around to the end of the
Yes,
segment too, because we're
mention
giving
that.
away 10 double passes. So that movie is called Sting. But Paul, tell us about the Garfield
Well,
movie.
the first one we've got is the Garfield movie, as opposed to Garfield, which was 20 years ago with Bill Murray as the voice. Huge controversy with this one because he's already voiced Mario, and he's not technically, Italian descent, but he did that okay. Garfield in the Garfield movie is being voiced by our one and only Star-Lord Chris Pratt.
Really?
He's just doing the Chris Pratt voice. He's not even putting on a special voice. The original Garfield movie and the sequel back in 20 years ago, 2004, was voiced by the one and only Bill Murray, which I loved.
Yeah, I've got to say, I prefer the animation is so different now. It doesn't even look like
This
the original.
style is reminiscent of Peanuts, the movie
Yes.
that came out a few years ago as
Yeah.
well. So this is kind of like, it's a simpler style, but it's meant to be more sort of homely, comfortable style. Nicholas Hoult,
Yep.
the Beast in X-Men and that, he's playing John, so we'll see how he goes in this one. Samuel L. Jackson's in this. He plays Garfield's long-lost dad, Vic.
Wow.
So we get to see a little bit of backstory, or maybe like some flashbacks about Garfield.
Wow.
But that's the 30th of May is the Garfield movie, which is probably a good thing for kids to get into, but also adults will have that nostalgia because I myself used to read Garfield in the
Yep.
weeklies all the time and used to love it. Garfield, Odie, all of the crew,
The
and
lazy
lasagnas
cat.
for everybody. So that's the Garfield movie coming out 30th of May.
Bad Boys.
Bad
Another
Boys
one.
for Life. So we've got the 4 in there because this is 4. The weird thing was, Bad Boys, the first movie was out in 95. The sequel took 8 years, 2003. Bad Boys 3 took even longer, 2020. This is actually the shortest amount of years between a Bad Boys movie. We have Martin Lawrence and
He's
we
back.
have Will Smith
He's
back
back.
together again for the 4th time. This looks huge. The bad guy is McSteamy from Grey's Anatomy. in this.
Okay.
He's pretty cool though. The movies he's in, this is good. He gets
Isn't
to be
he
a
usually
bad
a bit
guy.
of a comedian? Or
He's
a bit funny?
he's a
comedy?
bit funny, but he's like the girls are too busy looking at him, looking so studly. But he's the
Okay.
bad guy in this. But we've got all the hijinks in this. Vanessa Hudgens is in this as well. I think she's Martin Lawrence's family, the
Oh,
daughter,
okay.
in this one. Bad Boys, what do you expect? You will need explosions, you'll need chases, you will need Will Smith being really funny,
Lots
you'll
of
need Martin
bullets.
Lawrence being really funny, and them sort of, they're so good together.
Yep.
So no matter what, you're going to enjoy it because it's them talking to each other, having a lot of fun, but also it is huge action, and the trailer already gives you an idea that there's going to be a lot of like explosions and crazy stuff happening. So Bad Boys for Life, we've got that at 6th of June coming out. So that's
Beautiful.
your big action movie for
Excellent.
the Aussie winter.
The next one.
Oh, Three Musketeers. Last year, the Three Musketeers D'Artagnan was released. This is part of this sort of ongoing series of the Musketeers. This is authentic Three Musketeers. This is a French production. This is French acting in this.
Really?
This is the Three Musketeers Milady, because Milady is this huge character. And if you watch the previous Three Musketeers movies, she is sort of this rich sort of aristocrat who's behind the scenes, kind of a spy, but she also can handle herself quite well. This is played by Eva Green, who was in, I think, the 300 movie sequel. She's played a few bad guys herself, so this is interesting. But also, one of my favourite French actors, Vincent Cassel's in this. He plays Athos. But of course, all of our Musketeers are in this. So this is your sort of French, Revolution times action movie. It looks phenomenal.
Fantastic.
Please take note, it's in French, so you will have to read it. But
Parlez-vous
luckily,
français?
yes, you
Oui,
will
oui.
brush up on your French really well. But luckily, all the action scenes, no one's really going to talk too much in that, so you can enjoy those.
Exactly.
But this
There'll be-
looks phenomenal, like heaps of action.
wow.
So this is the Three Musketeers,
Lots of
Milady.
romance.
Yes, and this is out the 6th of June.
Inside
Yes.
Out, is it 2?
So yeah, the first, we had the Garfield movie, now we've got some more of these huge animation films. Disney Pixar, massive movie. This is Inside Out 2, 13th of June it's coming out. The teenager that was in the original Inside Out, Riley, started off as a kid. She has her emotions come out, which is the whole premise of
See,
Inside
I
Out.
like this
The
style.
emotions are inside you and they come out. She's become a teenager. So what happens when you become a teenager? You get extra emotions. Ethan Hawke's the actor, his daughter, Maya Hawke, she's an actress and she's quite big with the whole millennials and the young people love her acting. She's in this as a new emotion called anxiety.
Oh, really?
Our usual
Oh, yes.
emotions are back. Amy Poehler, Lewis Black are back in this one. This is just her trying to get through high school, trying to be a teenager, but we get to enjoy like her new life as a teenager, but also all of these new
Looks good.
emotions. And for me, the previous Disney Pixar movies have been okay, but this is probably the first big one. The first time the trailer came out, it had 150 million views, which was actually the biggest views within the first 24 hours
Excellent.
for any Disney Pixar
Well, I'll
movie.
give you my tickets when it comes out.
Oh,
You'll
my
love
kids
to
are
see
going
it.
to... Yeah,
Let's do
I
that.
like it. It's a good film. Yeah.
Despicable Me.
So the next one you got
That's
that.
another one of a
that one's
sequel.
13th of June, Inside Out 2. 20th of June is Whoa, Gru is back. And the Minions,
This
Despicable
is Sonia,
Me
our
4.
floor manager's favourite movie, I reckon. She
I
loves
love
those
Despicable
Minions.
Me, and I love the Minions movie as well.
Yeah.
So this one, Gru, he's married and they've got a kid, a baby. That's not a big deal. It's all about the Minions, isn't it? But also we have Will Ferrell and Sofia Vergara,
Oh,
the
you're
bad
joking.
guys in this, and the bad guys that are in this are pretty cool. Like
Sofia Vergara has been doing that a lot, playing the
but
bad
her
person.
voice, because through Modern Family, but she has voiced a few animated characters as
Yes.
well. But this is her first sort of pretty big deal animated character. But we've got Will Ferrell in here, and of course, Gru's played by Steve Carell. Kristen Wiig, I forgot the name, but she plays the agent that's married to him as well. We have Mega Minions. The Minions get special powers in this one. My favourite's the laser eye guy, but they're all like that. One can fly, one's really strong. So
will
we get
never
to see
stop.
our favourite Minions, but with weird, crazy powers as well. But yeah, Will Ferrell's bad guy in this is really cool. So Despicable
Fantastic.
Me 4, which
When
is
do they
out
come
20th
out?
of June.
And let's have a
as
look at
well.
the special one. Sting, Australian movie, looks like an American
so
one.
horror
Here
fans,
we go.
don't feel sad that we've got all of these fun animated movies and such. You're still catered
Let's
for.
wreck that now.
We've got Sting. Who knows most about spiders? That's Australian. So this is an Aussie production that's made here. It looks phenomenal.
Yeah, it looks well done.
The acting's pretty cool.
Some
Playing the
great
dad,
actors,
we've got
haven't we?
Ryan Kaur, who is
Yes.
from Pack to the Rafters. Because when I
Correct.
saw this, I was like, wait a sec, but he's done American type movie roles
Yes.
as well.
Yeah.
And also we've got Noni Hazelhurst in this.
Yes, from
The
Place
whole
to Call
thing
Home.
is the last big spider
Place
movie I remember as a kid was called Arachnophobia, and that scared the living daylights out of me and my mates because you just thought, oh, spiders aren't that scary. This is pretty much the same sort of thing. It's spiders being scary. But what it is the spider actually is a character in this. The girl raises a spider, but obviously the spider's starting to get bigger. We don't know how or why. And it becomes a problem. The parents start going, I think there's a spider in the house and it's quite big. And what do we do with
CGI
this?
is amazing. In
It
this.
looks phenomenal.
really
So
good.
this is Sting. This is out July 11 and...
Well, let's
yes,
quickly
we've got-
give away. We've
yes.
got 10 double passes to give away, Paul. Now, what we need is the code word, Paul, which is, I think we've got it up on screen. If you would like to win one of the 10 double passes, Paul's got the code word. There it is.
The code word is Sting.
So we need you to SMS it to 0439 929 929, 0439 929 929. The code word, as Paul said, is Sting. And then if you're the lucky person we pick, name and address please on the SMS as well. 10 double passes. You can watch it anywhere in Australia. We'd love you to win. Thanks to Studio Canal for giving us those tickets. We'll give those to you. We'll post them to you. Paul, thank you very much. I think we're
Thanks,
right out of
Fred.
time.
Yes.
We'll see Paul in a couple of weeks' time with what's streaming around Australia. And that is it for the show. I hope you enjoyed the show. Thank you very much to all our wonderful crew today. Give yourself a round of applause in the studio.
Yeah.
Great job by all. Thank you to all our new people. Josh, of course, and Riley in doing sound. Brendan in the control. Adrian directing the show. Thank you to all our friends here at Ellenbrook. Thank you to Tess and to, of course, the wonderful Hayley. Thank you, Sonia. Sonia as well, our floor manager again. Barbara's not here today. We've got a fabulous new crew, lots of young people that want to be part of television, and we're giving them some training. Hopefully they'll love it. If not, they won't love it. Thank you very much. Next week, another big show. Steve Collins is back talking travel and all your regular people. So stick with us, Australia. Thank you for watching. We'll see you next week on The Couch. Bye-bye.